want you to do it. I like when you do it to me.
Welcome to Sad Clown Radio. I'm the man, Dale Zawada.
And I'm just Jim Snedeker Jr. over here.
Just Jim.
That's it. Just me.
Just Jim, live on the Twitch.
Yeah, doing it live. For real this time. All the audio should be coming through strong.
Well, last time it was just my audio, which is fine.
Right.
That's all they need.
It's fine by Dale.
That's how I roll. I should probably start the show with a correction.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. What did we do?
I done goofed. It was just me. Last week I was talking about Michael Fassbender is starring in not just the Assassin's Creed movie, but Hamlet. They're doing the Hamlet movie.
Okay.
And it is not Hamlet.
Who cares?
It's Macbeth.
Whatever. Close
Right?
enough.
That's what I was thinking.
Jesus, you had me scared.
But that bugged me. I was out exercising like the next day, and I was just like, wait a minute. That wasn't Hamlet at all. It's Macbeth, you dummy. So I had to say it.
People don't listen to podcasts for facts.
Yeah, not accurate.
They just want to be, jerked off a little on their way to work.
Yeah.
It's no biggie.
Just a little jerk off in the traffic jam.
Oh, yeah, traffic jam. You little jerk off in the jam, huh?
Traffic jam jerk offs with Dale and Jim.
I got this huge mutant fly flying around my house.
Ooh.
And what's the lifespan of a fly? Isn't it supposed to be not long? Like a couple days? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you fuck. So this fly has been flying around my house, and it's huge. It's probably
It's eaten.
the size of a dime, which you think is that's not big in relative terms. But for a fly, like just the body, I'm not talking about like wings and everything. Like this, it looks like a black marble in the air, like when you see it out of the corner of your eye, and you can hear it from so far away. You just hear like, and I kind of pride myself on my fly management skills. You
Yeah.
know, like
How do you manage them?
I can catch them out of the air with my hand.
That's such a
I
guy
don't-
thing to be proud of.
Now
I'm
I don't
just
have
happy-
it's not like every time, right? But
You got good stats.
if they land, I bet I'm over 50% where I can just swipe my hand across and catch them out of the air before they can fly away. Now,
pretty-
I can also flick them. And if you flick a fly, you got that dad flick. Like you got the strength, the dad strength in your hands. Even if you're not a strong guy, as soon as you have kids, you've got dad strength now. And you flick a fly with that dad flick, and that thing is just dead on the spot. I've hit it. I've made contact 3 times in the past 4 days with this fly, and I felt its little fly body touch my finger, and it just keeps flying. I clapped it. I clapped it and caught it with a clap. Now, maybe I didn't fully smush it, but I know I made contact with a clap, and it went down, but didn't even hit the ground. It just started like falling down, like the Blue Angels when they're doing their stunt show and they're diving down, and then it just kept flying.
Oh.
And
Jesus.
I have to kill this. It can't make more. I can't allow this fly to make more flies like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary.
They're evolving.
It got into the refrigerator, and I was like, "No, you get the fuck out of there." I
That's
don't know.
why it got so big.
I don't know what you're gonna. Yeah, it was feeding on raw meat. No, I just opened the fridge to grab a can of Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi,
And he's just like, thank you.
and it just flew in there. And I said, "No, you got to get the fuck out of there."
I live in here now.
I can let you fly around in my house because I can't kill you, but I'm not gonna let you hang out in the food and have your giant mutant maggots everywhere.
Yeah, I had a fly in the bathroom, and I was like, you get out of here. I'm not taking my dick out with you in here. You get out of here.
Oh my god.
So he's still just flying around?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we want updates next week.
Yeah, I'll let you know. It better be dead. It better be dead. It's irritating the shit out of me. It's too big. You can't. Flies aren't supposed to be that big, Dale.
Maybe it's not a fly.
No, it is.
Okay.
It is because
you
it's
know,
so
you know,
big.
You know that, but you don't know the lifespan.
Well, it's so you can see all of its features from 60 feet away. Like, no, it's got the big fly eyes. It does the little, rubs its little fucking fly paws together thing. Like, you can see it do that from across the room. It's so goddamn big.
Maybe it's Jeff Goldblum. He ain't doing much.
I rub my fly hands together and irritate the piss out of Jim.
Yeah.
I can't really do a Jeff Goldblum, but I can get, you got to get the cadence.
Yeah, it's all cadence. It's all cadence and shirtless, glistening chests. Yeah, that's what Jurassic World was missing. I'll tell you that shit.
He doesn't really have a chest to speak of, though.
No, it was like concave. It was gross.
It was like when Michael Jackson tears his shirt off in the Dirty Diana video, and you're like, no, 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 you don't do that. You're not Hulk Hogan. No one wants to see your rib cage through your
Yeah,
chest muscles.
little bird chest. You don't want to see that.
Oh, God.
Did you see the video of the two high school football players? The fact that you haven't said anything.
No, 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 wait. I didn't see the video, but I saw the headline. Is this the one where they like gore the referee or something?
Yeah, they hit the ref.
Ooh.
And I'll just link it to the thing since you said you haven't seen it. But it is exactly what it's promising. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I saw the headline as well, and I was like, oh, I gotta see this. Luckily, they're bad at football because he takes the hit, but it probably could have been a lot worse. But they suck, which is probably why they're upset about everything. It is Texas, and they take that shit pretty serious.
Too seriously?
A little too seriously. But it was like two of them. It wasn't like one kid was like, I'm going rogue. I'm upset.
Were they
It
from the
was
same team at least?
Yeah, it was it looked like the two safeties because they have like the one ref in the back. So the play's going, and I think it was just like a run play. So all the actions at the line of scrimmage, and these two fucking safeties just like gotcha. And then like the first one hits him, and then the second one, the ref goes down. So the second guy's just like, I'm gonna hit you on the ground, I guess. And he misses kind of. I mean, he hits him a little bit, but it could have been a lot worse. But these two kids, obviously, I hope they never play anything ever again.
Now, do you know any more about the story? So set this up. Was there a bad call
Yeah,
earlier in the game, and they thought let's get him?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Bad call or something, or unfavorable call. Who knows if there's any accuracy
And
to
who
it.
cares if it's bad or
It
not?
doesn't matter at all.
But I mean, they didn't just out of the blue.
No.
Like, hey, you know what'd be funny? Let's go kill this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
I think
dumb.
one of the lines, I think it's in this article, it was just like, we're going to look into why they did that. It's like the play that pissed them off. It's like, fuck the play that pissed them off.
No, you shouldn't look into that. They should be kicked off the team and not allowed to play football anymore.
Yeah. And this video is on SagClownRadio.com, so if you want to check it out. But yeah, fucking, I'm honestly surprised this doesn't happen more. So, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, because football, you're all charged up. You're smashing people around, and I could see, yeah,
or
I
at,
see what you're
or
saying.
at least more like, whoops, some shit happened. Especially on offense, like when the receivers are running routes, because they're like shit. They almost run into them accidentally all the time. So it's just like you could be like, I'm not going to call that pass interference all game. Okay, well, I hope I don't run into you, you piece of shit. So I'm surprised that doesn't happen more.
Right.
But yeah, fuck these high school kids. I don't think they had their names because they're high schoolers, but fuck them.
I remember once, this was before I actively watched any football, which I don't really watch a lot of football now, but this is before I gave any shits at all. I was when I used to work at Kmart, I was on break, and it was a Sunday, so everyone was watching the Bears game. I think this was bad. I think Jim Miller may have been the quarterback back then. And he throws this pass just beyond the line of scrimmage type thing, but he like pegged the referee like right in the line ump or whoever's right there. He
Behind
got
the linebackers,
right in the face.
Yeah, Brett Favre would do
I
that.
thought that's hilarious.
Brett Favre I think every quarterback's done it. That's just how it goes sometimes. Aaron Rodgers has done it, and I'm just mentioning, my guys and guys that just got that rocket ball. Because it's not like, I lobbed it and it hit you. It's like, no.
No, yeah, this was like a line drive right to his face. Whack.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a staple with Favre because he didn't care or really know what he was doing. He was just like, there's a window the size of a nickel. I'm going to do it. Oh, I hit the ref. Oh, well.
I always hate in certain sports it seems to happen more than others. And I feel like it's football and hockey where the officials, there's just moments where they're just going to be in the way, like badly in the way.
Yeah,
You know?
hockey's another one. I don't really watch too much hockey, but it's like, how do they not get in the way more? They always do that thing where
Right.
they hide against the wall and they lift their legs and they go, ooh.
And they do a good job of not getting in the way, but they
Yeah.
still get in the way. It's impossible for them. Like in basketball, it's pretty easy to not be in the way.
Yeah,
Baseball, it's
they've
pretty
yeah.
easm not to be in the way.
Well, basketball, it's easy unless you're Joey Crawford and he's like, I'm stumbling, I'm going down, oh, I'm in everyone's way because I'm way too
And
old.
everyone gets a technical. That was not my fault.
Joey Crawford last year had a fucking terrible, terrible year because he fell like 10 times.
You mean for his health?
Yeah, for his
Okay.
health. And I think Dick Bavetta is finally retired. And there are all these articles like, oh, well, we're going to miss him. And, oh, what a staple of the NBA. And, oh, they don't make him like him anymore. I'm like, thank God. Piece of shit.
Yeah. Why did the? Maybe there's a good reason. I'm not a huge sports guy, as you know, but why did the whole referees fixing the games in the NBA thing just kind of people just stopped talking about it like it wasn't a big thing? It was a big story probably like 7, 8 years ago or something. That I don't know if that's when it was happening, but that's when the story broke. And it just kind of went away, just kind of disappeared like it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that's a bit of a phenomenon that it just happens a lot lately. I think it's because of the media cycles.
Yeah, that's so
It's
fast.
like, oh, it's top story. Oh, now this dog did a thing.
Top story.
Top story. Because I saw a thing the other day where it was basically,
We were so dumb.
yeah,
Yeah, top story.
I'll bring a top story back.
You listen
Top
to this a week
story.
later.
But I saw a thing recently where it was George Bush's like former chief or whatever the fuck, and it was like, yeah, we did a lot of lying about certain things like weapons of mass, like we lied about this, this, and that, and it's just like, oh, that's pretty damning. But nobody gave a fuck.
No.
And granted, he's out of office and all this stuff, but still, it's
Yeah,
like
that's part of it.
That's like your legacy should be tarnished for, ever. But I don't think anybody cared.
I
It
think
was
there
weird.
there are a lot of layers there because there are the people that know that you lied, so that's not really news to them. And then there are the people that are the deniers where no matter what comes out, he was a great president and didn't lie about anything. And then there's the rest of the people that maybe are on the fence and it just doesn't get to them. Like it's like you said, it's just not big enough of a story to get to them. And then they're thinking like we're like 15 years removed from some of this shit. So who cares anymore? Or people will like, oh, you're just trying to divert attention away from bad stuff that's going on now. Or maybe that chief of whatever the fuck as you put it
Yep.
is just looking for a couple minutes on TV.
Yeah,
Not saying he's
gotta-
lying. I mean, we know that all but it's documented all the lies about the WMDs that weren't really there, and they made Colin Powell like, hey, why don't you go tell him all that stuff? So we know that it's true, but doesn't that happen? I feel like that happens in a lot of other areas. Like where something will happen and some guy like vaguely related to that industry or whatever, like say some stand-up comic says some like offensive joke, and then well we're gonna go here to this other stand-up comic, and he's gonna tell us all about it, and like, oh yeah, Bill, you can't be saying stuff like that. That shit happens all the time.
Yeah, things just have a shorter shelf life, it seems. Which is why, everything's always like the Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
They're
Like, why-
Scandinavian.
Why they're so popular? It's because they're always in the news. Because they're in league with the news, so it's always there. It's constant.
They're in league. They have meetings.
They're in league with them. It's a conspiracy.
They're
with
in
the
league.
Kardashians.
We're the Kardashians.
But that's why, like, I like to make predictions on this show,
Yeah.
and most of them never happen. But I have another one, and here it is. Politicians are going to be the new celebrities. And part of this is mostly just me hoping. because